I'm about to spend $10,000 on a relatively unknown cryptocurrency that supposedly will return you 185% interest on your initial investment. So if I put in $10,000, supposedly I'll get, cross the I, carry the two. Supposedly I'll end up with about $28,000 at the end of the year, $18,500 in profit by staking $10,000 worth of this cryptocurrency. Now, what is this coin? It's called Hydra. And this is why it caught my eye, because of the 185% interest to stake it. This is not going to be a long-term thing. This is just kind of so they're building up a community around this coin. But it caught my interest because of this. But then I was taking a look into their tech and I was pretty impressed and I wanted to purchase some. Here's a little bit more on the coin. It's very small. You can see its current rank is 2,586 out of all cryptocurrencies. This thing's tiny. The last 24-hour volume is $1.5 million. You could have a big whale come in here. You could have Mr. Elon Musk come in here and literally double the price tomorrow if you really wanted to by dropping a couple $1,000,000. So it's very small right now. It's down for the day. This is why I wanted to finish up my $10,000 investment, which I'm just going to do in a minute here after I explain some rationale here. And like I said, I'm doing this investment so you don't have to. Worst case scenario, this is just pure entertainment that we're going to talk about this a couple years down the road and laugh about how I lost $10,000. But I don't think that's going to happen because I've really been looking into the tech and I think it makes sense. So here is a little bit of the top features of Hydra that I liked and I wanted to point out. One is the fixed coin transaction fees of 20 cents. So this was developed to be transactional, especially in the hotel industry. And they said a problem with current cryptocurrencies is if you're using it transactionally, you need to know how much you're going to pay. And that's not the case in current cryptocurrencies. So they did a flat rate based in US dollars. And I was thinking, I would love to pay 20 cents per transaction as a business owner. I pay like 3.5% credit card fees. I'd love to pay a flat 20 cents on any income that was coming to me. Also, they will always have a 20% minimum APR by staking this coin. Basically, by holding this coin and staking it, you will always earn at least 20%. Right now it's 185%. And on top of this, they allow for voting within the community. So depending on how many coins you have, you get to place votes to change certain guidelines within the community. So like we could vote on, we should bump up this APR to 40%. Also, there's safeguards you can vote on. Like let's say if the price went down sharply, you could vote to cut a certain amount of the supply of the coin. That way there's less supply and the price would stabilize more, which prevents the entire coin from just having like an 80% crash or something like that. So there's some really interesting use cases and tech in here. On top of this, this is also a proof of stake coin, not proof of work. Proof of work is the more common that we've seen, like Bitcoin is proof of work. Basically, proof of work, I've said that way too many times in a row, is where mining is used to uphold and validate transactions within that ecosystem. Now, mining is basically your computer fighting to solve math problems before other computers in order to get the rights to write the next line of transactions. And you want to do that because you get paid out in that cryptocurrency like Bitcoin. Proof of stake is a little bit different. This is a newer way of doing things. Ethereum actually is going to transition to proof of stake 100% in a couple of years here. But this system is upheld by staking your coins, which is a fancy way of saying you're going to lock up your coins for a predetermined period of time. In Hydra's case, it's just for 1 day if you only want to do 1 day, but it's no less than 1 day. And then you're paid dependent on how many coins you have locked up and what the interest rate is. So it's true passive income. So it's really an interesting way, and it's probably going to be the future of cryptocurrencies, proof of stake. In some way. Is it going to be Hydra who's number one? I'm not sure exactly who's going to be number one, but it's a very interesting concept nevertheless. And if you're interested in reading through their white paper, I'm not going to go through all this because it gets pretty technical. I'll have this linked down in the description as well if you're interested in more the tech side of things. You're probably not. You probably want to just see me spend $10,000, which I don't blame you for that either. So like we said, it earns 185% interest. So that caught my eye. And then I took a look into the tech and I was like, oh, there's something here. Let me just go ahead and do this. Oh, and also the 185% is only going to last for a few months and then it's going to go down to 20%. So I kind of wanted to just hop in right away while it was still at 185%. And then on top of this, hopefully the price goes up as well. So if this price goes up to $50, which I think it could, I'm not only doubling my investment, but then I'm earning 185% on that doubled investment, which that's when you just get astronomical returns at that point. So let's just go ahead and buy some of this darn coin. So here I am on KuCoin, which is what I've been using recently for all my crypto transactions. You can do tons of stuff on here like lending out crypto, staking crypto, things like that. So we can see my trading account, which I have to have money in the trading account to buy Hydra. I just have the $1,500 here, which is going to be the last bit up to $10,000. So I'm going to show you how I do that. So you just go into trade, spot trading, and then we're going to change this to Hydra. And down at the bottom here, I'm just going to do a market order. I know a lot of people will probably roast me for that, but I'm not that worried about the pennies here. I'm just going to do 100% of what I had in that trading account, buy the Hydra. Okay, I have the Hydra now. And then I need to go to my assets, into my trading account, and then I need to transfer that to my Pool X account, which is where I can stake this, put my whole available amount, confirm, and then I know this isn't the most user-friendly thing, but this is like the only way to do this. Also, if you want to open a KuCoin account, I'll have that link down in the description. If you use that link, you'll save like 30% on transaction fees, so that's kind of cool. And then we're going to go up to X Pool staking here, Hydra staking, stake now. I'm just going to put all my assets in there that I just purchased, put in my trading password, agree to the terms, and click state now. Then if I go up to my assets and then account balance here, we can see that I have 423 Hydra, which I wish that was in US dollars. We'll do some math here. We can see 423 times $24 is just over $10,000 in Hydra. Now, because I've been doing this for a few days as I built up the amount, I already have some earnings from the staking. So we can see my earnings here again in Bitcoin, but what it's come out to so far is about $6 per day per $1,000 I put in. So with $10,000, I should be making about 60 bucks a day. And then the absolutely bonkers thing here is you can also earn interest on your interest. So you get that compounding effect, and it ends up to be way more than 185% if you're just reinvesting everything. So if we go over to this compound interest calculator, also if you'd like to get trade alerts for all of my future stock and crypto purchases as soon as I make them, make sure you sign up for my Discord, which I'll have linked in the description, and become a YouTube member, level 2 and above, and you'll get full Discord access, including the purchases as soon as I make those purchases. $10,000 initial investment, 0.6% interest rate, which is the same as $6 per $10,000 a day. 1 year time frame, and we'll just do compound interval weekly. Calculate, that comes out to $75,000 in interest earned. So $10,000 turning into $85,000. Effective interest rate of 754%. Of course, that's if all goes well. I mean, I guess it could be a little bit higher if the coin appreciates by like double or triple or something like that. It could go even higher. I know that this absolutely seems too good to be true. That's why I'm doing it, and I'm not recommending that anyone else does this. You can just watch me for entertainment purposes and see how this all pans out, because this is absolutely insanity. But like we said, that 185% interest isn't going to last for an entire year, even probably. It's just going to be a few months. But if there's enough interest in this video, I'll report back with a follow-up video here just to see how things are going, and if they're up, down, sideways. we can all kind of enjoy the returns here. Also, if you appreciate this video and me spending literally $10,000 on this, give me a thanks by clicking the like button. You can also grab a free stock with the link in the description. Give me a subscribe if you want to, if you so please. And I would just like to thank you for watching, and I hope you have a profitable day.